Hey everybody, good morning. I am on for those of you who are just joining my lives, my name is Chanel Jones and I am the CEO of Savvy Taxes and our wonderful affiliate program. And so I'm going to be talking about your tax bracket. What lane do you fall in? Good morning, Montoya. What tax bracket do you fall in? And then giving you some updates on the 2019 tax season on what you can expect, right? To see where you at and what the tax season may look like for you. So with that being said, good morning, Melissa, Miss Model. Your pictures be so cute, girl. Thanks for joining. Anyways, I am going to go over some of the rates. Good morning. Good morning, Debbie. I'm glad to see you. Thank you for always jumping on. I always appreciate the support. So I'm going to go ahead and get started because I got a lot to talk about. I'm going to try to condense it as much as I can and to make it make sense for y'all. So with that being said, you're welcome, Melissa. You're so beautiful. I'm going to go over, I'm just going over the clients that I have. Like the main clients is probably married filing jointly and then head of households. So you get a lot of those. So I'm going to go over the different tax brackets that you have for those two categories, because you still got widowers, you still got filing single. Hey, rich friend. I know that's right, Montoya. You know, the new lesson came out. So anyways, you guys, I have an affiliate program I teach, but I also learn. And so I'm in another program where I'm learning how to be a great business owner. Good morning, cousin. Good morning, Will. Thank you so much for joining. I'm learning how also to be a business owner and how to do things the right way. And so it's this amazing program. It's called 1K One Day. If you haven't heard of it, I suggest you if you own a business, I suggest you go over and take a look. I'll leave some information, but I have one of my rich friends on, and that is Montoya. So thank you so much. You see, I haven't opened it yet. I probably won't get to it until later in the evening, Montoya, because I got a full day today, a full day. So as soon as I jump off this live, I got a lot of work to do. And so I'm happy about it. I control my own schedule. So I did it to myself. But I know I probably won't get to it until later. I think it works best for me when the kids are settled down in the studio, and then I can go and do me. So I'll talk, let me see. I'm working on listing content. Perfect. I'll talk to you more about that. I'll probably message you after this, but I'm so glad you're in that group as well and on that team and, trying to grow our business. So that's good. But you are not alone. Good morning, Sierra. Good morning, Dirk, Unky. I'll be looking at your name, be like, good morning, Dirk. I'm like, I know who you are. So anyways, let's get to it. I'm going to show you which categories that you fall into depending on how much money you make and how much you'll be taxed. So starting with individuals who are married filing jointly, here are the numbers for you. So if you make between $0 and $19,400, you're going to be taxed at the 10% rate. Good morning, everybody. Thank you guys for joining. This is some good information just to kind of see where you're at, how much money you make, and how much you're going to be taxed. That's really all I'm talking about today. And then, of course, I'm going to talk about Savvy Taxes program. Good morning, Ali. Thank you for joining. So the next one is if you make between $19,401 and up to $78,950, you'll be taxed at the 12% rate. So if you guys don't know your tax rates, definitely look at the IRS website. It's a wealth of information on the IRS website alone. And a lot of people are just lazy. Don't want to look at it, but if you're interested in keeping up with your finances and knowing how much you're taxed and the rate and all that good stuff, check out the IRS website because there's a wealth of free information on there. So the next category is $78,000. If you're making between $78,951 up to $168,000, good morning, $168,400, you're being taxed at the 22% tax rate. That's the tax brackets. 22% for you. And then I'm gonna kind of round these numbers out because it's a lot, saying $19,401, that's too much. So I'm gonna round it out. If you make, the next category is if you're making over, good morning, Chucky. If you're making between $168,000 up to $321,000, then you're being taxed at the 24% rate. So we do have some new tax rates. I'm saying we like I made them up, but they do have new tax rates. And if you're making over $600,000, you're being taxed at 37%. Remember, those numbers are just for married filing jointly. So I'm doing just the two categories of the clients that I mostly have. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate y'all. I really do. The next one is if you're a head of household. These numbers apply to you. If you're making between $0 and about $14,000, you're at the 10% rate. If you're making between $14,000, I like to see those hearts go across that screen. I appreciate that. And if y'all don't mind, if you find this information valuable, and please like and share and follow it, please. I'm putting my YouTube page up, so I'm looking for some more subscribers. Y'all been so generous. I appreciate y'all. So if you're making between $14,000 and $53,000, you're taxed at 12%. If you're making between $53,000 and $85,000, you'll be taxed at 24%. And I got two more, and that's it. I'm done with that part. We're going to move on to some more tax information, but I do think it's important for you to know your tax rate, so you know where your money is going, and then talk with me on how to keep most of it. So if you are making between $160,000 and $204,000, you will be taxed at the 32% rate. And then the last one, if you're making over $500,000, you're being taxed at 37%. Good morning, Kiana. Okay, so those are it. If you want to know more information about those rates, go to the IRS website or go to Forbes. I love Forbes magazine. So go to Forbes.com and then type in tax or tax information. A lot of articles is going to come up, and you can stay up to date with what's going on. They update stuff every single day. So those are the two resources that I use to get some information. And I study this every day, y'all. So you can go and get the same information yourself. But for those of you who don't have the time, that's my job. Good morning, love. I appreciate you jumping on. I look forward to working with you this tax season too. Okay, so we're going to get to some of the deductions. I discussed a little bit about this, but I want to go into more detail about some of the deductions on the Schedule A form. So the medical and dental expenses that you had, it rose. So it's 10% versus 7.5%. So it went up. You're able to deduct those expenses if it is more than 10% of your AGI. If you don't know what the AGI is, go look at your tax return from previous years. Good morning, Danielle. That is the adjusted gross income. They come up with that number based off of how much you made and minus your deductions. So that's how you get your AGI, adjusted gross income. If you didn't know that, now you know. Let's see, state and local taxes. Deductions for state and local taxes, property taxes remain the same, but it's limited now. It's limited to $10,000 and then $5,000 if you're married. Y'all got a pen? Pen and paper, write this down. Charitable donations. As a result of tax reform, the percentage limit for charitable cash donations to public charities increased from 50% to 60% in 2019, but it will remain 60% for that was 2018, but it's going to remain at 60% for 2019. So if you're doing cash donations, you get to write off 60% of it. They have a long list on here. I'm going to go over maybe the things that I think is most common. So I don't think casualty and theft is, really that big, at least not with my clients, not that I know of. The child tax credit, really huge one. The child tax credit has expanded to $2,000. It used to be $1,400, y'all. It expanded to $2,000 for each qualifying child. The bill also includes a temporary $500 non-refundable credit for other qualifying dependents. So let me just jump in. For those of you who don't know, if you have a child that's 17 and they're still in high school, unfortunately, that's the cutoff rate. You used to be able to put those, deduct their expenses, or they used to be counted as a deduction for you, right? And exemption. They cut that off. So now you can write off, I mean, not write off, you don't want to write off your kid, but you can use those kids at 16 and under. 17, it doesn't even matter. They cut off, y'all. So please remember that, because I had a lot of clients who were shocked last year. Good morning, sis. Good morning, Juanita. Thank you so much for joining. A lot of people were shocked because they had kids. Of course, you were in school, in high school, until you're about 18 years old. They're still at home. You're still taking care of them. And it was just a big shocker, and like, you can't write them off. So I'm going to do everything I possibly can to get you guys the max if you're coming to Savvy Taxes for your tax season. However, good morning, sis. However, we got to keep it legal with Eagle, y'all. So I'm really good at that. So you just let me do that. You let me do the work. Don't worry about, what the potential is for you. I got it. So we can run the numbers and we can make it happen. So I do have a lot of clients who are worried about the different changes that happen, but you're good, because I stay up to date on what you can and can't do. And so I also make sure you get the max for your refund if you get a refund. I'm just saying. I'm going to always keep it honest and keep it real with you. If it ain't looking good for you, I'm going to let you know, like, hey, you need to get a business. You need to get something on your taxes. But I got some little tips and secrets to help you all. So even though I'm reading the updates to the child tax credits and different deductions, some of it may and may not apply to you, but just trust and believe that Savvy Taxes got you. So with that being said, the Earned Income Tax Credit, and I'm almost finished. For 2019, the maximum EITC, that is the earned income, that is the amount that you get for kids, right? So the amount is $6,557 for married taxpayers who are filing jointly, who have 3 or more kids. This phases out though, so just be on the lookout for that. Adoption credit, student loan interest. I'm putting up a post in a minute when I'm done. I touched a little bit about that yesterday, but I got some. Sorry, yeah, I need some water. The adoption credit, let me see. We're not going to talk about that. Learning credit, if you're in school, the 2019 tax year, the adjusted gross income amount used by joint filers to determine the reduction in a life learning credit is $116,000, which is up because last year was only $114,000. So those lifetime learning credits, a credit, because remember I told y'all the difference between a credit and a deduction. A credit is going to match you dollar for dollar. So let's just say you made $5,000. I'm going to keep everything low. I'm going to help you. Danielle says, yes, help, please help us. I got you, girl. Don't worry about it. Now, the deduction, the credit is going to match your taxes dollar for dollar. So if you made $5,000 and you had credits in $5,000, you're going to be at zero. So it's going to bring your tax bill, your tax liability down to zero. That's it. A deduction is only going to reduce your taxable income. So if you made $10,000 and you had $5,000 in deductions, that means $5,000 of your income is taxable. That's all that means. So you can go back and watch another one of my lives. I think I did talk about credits and deductions. So those are good. And I'm done. I'm done with that. So y'all know I'm always excited at the end of the day or at the end of the live to talk about Savvy Taxes affiliate program, because it is growing and expanding. We're in Mississippi, we're in Texas, we're in Pennsylvania, Maryland, Jacksonville, Florida, so Indiana. So we are really excited about the growth that God is allowing us to see this year. I pray for this, y'all, and I'm so super excited. I'm gonna be working with a lot of mostly women, and that's my goal. I'm not, if you're a man, you want to learn taxes, I got you. But I'm really excited about the group of people that we have this year. If you are interested, I will definitely leave the link, as I always do every day. The potential income that you can make is enormous. Now, throwing out numbers, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 in 4 months. Does that sound good? Making your own schedule, does that sound even better? So if you're interested, please get with me. I'll leave the link. You can sign up on the form. If you have questions, go ahead and sign up and then contact me and I can answer them directly, or I can have one of my team members answer them. But we do have a Facebook group that you can get all your questions answered. It's a wealth of information in there. It's my private Facebook group for Savvy Taxes and those that are interested in learning. So just get with me, y'all. It's money out there. It's money to be made. I don't have to be greedy. That's why I'm using my knowledge to share with everybody else. You stay with Savvy Taxes up front. You stay with Savvy Taxes for 2 years. We do have a 2-year agreement. After that, if you choose to leave, we hope you don't. But if you choose to, you're well equipped to be able to go out on your own and start a very successful business. So we do learn business principles, the basics, taxes. We have online training. You have your own personal login information. It's self-paced. We do marketing. Like, it's so much to do. I was just on a marketing webinar last night learning how to, I guess, be a better business owner, how to bring more clients in, and how to help my affiliates even more this year. So with that being said, I am going to get out of here because, like I said in the beginning, I have a full day of teaching, of working, and learning at the end of the day. So I am thankful and grateful that you guys always jump on and show me some love. You like and share this page, because I really do think it's great information for people to have, just so people can be knowledgeable. It's so important to be knowledgeable about your finances. So with that being said, I hope you guys, and I hope to see some of you all in the Savvy Taxes affiliate program. Bye.